So now the phylogenetic analysis with Mega software we will be performing. So this is the Mega software that you people have downloaded already. In this step, first of all, if you people have done the blast and prepared the file of all the related sequences with your gene of interest or with your sequence under study, then the first step is to build the alignment. Again, I am repeating the multiple sequence alignment step here. This is the alignment part, edit or build alignment. I want to create a new alignment. Okay. Are you building a DNA or protein? Because we are taking a DNA sequence, so I am clicking on DNA. First of all, you need to add the sequences here. For this purpose, I am opening this file. This is the file that I have created. I am simply copying it and I am pasting it. So all the sequences are pasted here. You can even choose this file, as you can see, open. If you have already done the alignment, you can open the saved alignment session. I'll show you, or you can save the current alignment session to a file also. If you want to retrieve the sequences from file, you can select the file from here also. You can open that folder from this tab and you can select the sequence. If you want to copy paste it, you can do that thing also. So I have copy pasted it. All the sequences are selected right now. First of all, if these are the sequences, before proceeding on to the alignment part, first of all, you need to select these sequences. For that, you can either click Ctrl+A to select all the sequences, or you can directly go to this tab of alignment. Herein, align by cluster W, align by muscle. These two tools are being displayed here. You can use align by cluster W. Herein, gap opening penalty, gap extension penalty is given in case of pairwise alignment and multiple alignment. You people must be remembering when we discussed about multiple sequence alignment, I told you in that case the first step is pairwise sequence alignment is being performed and then the multiple sequence alignment is done. So the gap opening and gap extension penalty, I am keeping it as default. Next is DNA wave matrix. I'll be using cluster W. Rest of the things remains the same. I'm clicking on OK. Herein you can see the tab, progress tab. Pairwise alignment is happening. After that, multiple alignment would be carried out. It would be updated in a second or so. So after this alignment is completed, you need to save the sessions in two different files. One is alignment session, that whatever the alignment we will be getting. Another is if you want to perform the phylogenetic analysis, then you need to save this file into the mega format, because we are using the software Mega. If suppose you are using altogether a different software, suppose you are using Mascate, you are using Mr. Base, then you need to save your file depending upon the format that is acceptable in those softwares. You can save the file in Nexus format also, and then you can export the formats also. That is also available. So I think it is almost completed. So this is the main alignment, as you can see. These are the gaps. These are the star basically showing the conserved sequences, consensus sequences it is being shown. You can check the alignment by moving it here, moving the cursor. So this is the complete alignment that we have got. Now I need to save this session first. So I am saving the session, save session, desktop. I am writing it as philo 1 align. That means I'm saving the alignment session as align word. Extension of this file would be .mas. Save. So I have saved it. So till now I have only done the alignment part and I have saved this session. Now I need to export this alignment in another format so that I can perform the phylogenetic analysis. For that, what I will do, I will go for export alignment. Here in three formats are shown: mega format, faster format, pop format. Because I am using mega software, so I'll be exporting it in mega format. If you want to use pop format, If you are using POP software, in that case, you can export the alignment in the POP format so that it can be directly read by the POP software. So I'm clicking on mega format. This is philo1 align dot. I am naming the file as such philo1 align, but the extension would be .meg. That is mega format. Save. Input title of the data I'm not entering. Protein coding nucleotide sequence data. If your data is coding, that means if you have sequenced some coding gene, then you need to enter yes. If it is non-coding or it is some conserved sequence, in that case you need to enter no. So I have entered no. Now my alignment part is complete. Now I can close this window or I can minimize this window. I am minimizing it. Now I have to go to phylogeny. As you can see, there are many tabs. One was alignment, from where we have done the alignment. Then there are models, distance, diversity, phylogeny. First of all, we will be going on phylogeny. Herein you can see there are a few tabs. There are 3 tabs together, and then there are 2 tabs together. UPGMA, maximum parsimony, maximum likelihood, neighbor joining, minimum aberration. First of all, I'll be constructing the tree by neighbor joining method. That is a distance based method. I have clicked on it. Now I need to select the file. As you can see, philo1 align file that I have saved, it is shown here, and the extension is also shown .meg. So I am selecting this file, open. So this file is open. As you can see here in TA, this is the complete file. Close data, I can close it. Herein, this is my alignment file that is already open here. If I want to close it, I can close it. Then this is the analysis preference. Now, these are the options. First of all, analysis is phylogeny reconstruction. Scope is all selected taxa. That means I am selecting all the taxa under study. Statistical method that I am using, that is neighbor joining. Then what kind of phylogeny test I am performing, that is bootstrap method. Basically, why we go for bootstrap method, and herein you can say number of bootstrap replicates. I can change it. I have kept it at 1000. Basically, the point is whenever you are bootstrapping, that means the number of times that tree would be again calculated, or number of the times that suppose I have mentioned 1000. That means 1000 times this again, all these selections would be calculated to calculate the tree, that whether there is any kind of variation or not. That means number of replicates would be performed. If out of those number of bootstraps, if there are 99 value is coming, that means 99 times again these two species were clustered together. I'll be showing once the the result is coming. Here in substitution type nucleotide. So, because we are taking the nucleotide sequence, model or method of evolution, here in Jukes-Cantor is selected. These are the methods, number of differences, P distance if you want to consider, Kimura T parameter, Tajima-Ni, Tamura 3, Tamura-Ni, maximum composite. So you can go for Kimura T parameter, in which, as you can see, substitutions to include transitions plus transversions, हम दोनों consider करना चाहते हैं. After that, rate among sites, whether it is gamma distributed, जो उसमें substitutions के rate हैं, whether we want to consider those rates, whether we want to ascertain any value. So for that, we can give this treatment. If you don't want to give this treatment, you can ascertain uniform rates. That means all the transition and transversions, they are equally occurring. That means we are considering uniform rates. If you are using gamma, that means we are using gamma distribution, in which we are considering the parameter of 5. That means 5 time transition is happening more than the transversions. Then is data set to use. What treatment shall be given to the gaps or missing data? Because as you can see in this alignment, there are many gaps. These are the gaps, right? These gaps, what kind of treatment we want to give to these gaps? If whether you want to completely delete these gaps, or whether you want to give a partially deleted, or whether you want to keep those gaps. So depending upon that, we can do this thing. So I'm closing this alignment session. Just a moment. I think it is Just a moment. Just a moment. Let me again open it. I think it got hanged. Yes. Got it back. So as you can see, this was the main page. So herein you can select whether you want to go for complete deletion. That means whether you want the complete deletion of all the gaps and all the missing data, or whether you want to go for pairwise deletion, whether you want to go for partial deletion. So I want to completely delete it. So I have selected completely delete. Now you have to click on compute. So see, conducting bootstrap test. These are the parameters that I have selected. It is complete. So the display would be prepared. This is our tree that we have got. As you can see, these all species, these are clustered together, and herein this is the completely different one. You can see 87. Here you can see 99. This 99 is basically showing the bootstrap value. That means 99 times, whenever this tree was 1000 times repeated, out of those, out of those 100%, 99% times, all of these species, they were clustered together. That means they are more closely related to one another. You can go for bootstrap consensus tree, because we normally present consensus tree. So we are taking it as this is the 87, 99. Here it is the outgroup. You can even edit these things. If you want that this thing shall be italics, in that case also you can select it. So that depends upon you. Herein you can perform the further things. Suppose you want to flip the subtree. Suppose you want to flip this one. I have selected this one. Swap. See, I have swapped this thing. This very species is coming upwards. Now again I am clicking on swap, so it is normalized. So you can perform all these things depending upon your requirement, that how you want to present your tree. You can flip the subtree, swap it. You can place the root. You can herein you can see other tabs also. If you want to cluster the uh, uh, tree together, if you want to give the captions, suppose, you can mention it. If you want to further change the these nomenclature also, as you can see, if you want to change this thing, suppose I don't want that this point one shall be shown. So I have deleted that thing, enter the space, enter, that is deleted. You can make the corrections like this. Similarly, the other corrections can also be made. You can mark these trees. As you can see, the right click, I have clicked on right click. Herein you can swap it, flip it, compress it. Suppose there are many species, you want to compress it, and when someone click on it, it shall expand. You can do that thing also. You can place the root also. You can place the divergence time also. You can select that subtree, and herein you can mention clade 1. I have mentioned clade 1. Now what I want the font, I want regular font 18 size and bold. Okay. And display, whether I want to display bracket or not, display text on name, what kind of bracket you want, line, none or square. I have entered square. What color do you want? I am placing blue color. So image, if you want to display some image, okay. So here you can see I have named it. You can similarly name this thing. Suppose I want to name this thing as out group. Selected subtree, I am writing it as out group. Again, you can select the font bold 14. Color, I want this blue. Okay, and I'm clicking on it. Here written, you can see out group is marked. That means you can mark your tree depending upon your requirement. As you can see, this is the clade 2. I will write clade 2 font bold 14, and I want this in red color. Okay, this is the clade 2. So similarly, you can do the marking also. Then further in, if you want to save this session, first of all, you need to go here, save current session. You can save it. I am saving it as on desktop tree file. And this would be, the extension of this file would be .mts. .mts. I am writing it as, I have saved it. Whenever I'll be clicking on this file, this complete description would be there. I can make the corrections afterwards also. So you can export this tree into the different format also. If you want to print it, you can go for printing also. If you want to copy this image, you can copy this to clipboard, and then you can paste that thing in a Word file. As you can see, copy to clipboard.
Excuse me, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, can you please repeat that clade part? Actually, my network was weak at that time, so I missed that.
Oh, sure, sure, sure. No issues. So see this one. This is another a clade. As you can see, Alternaria chlamydospora. All of these strains are chlamydospora, but their strains are different. As you can see, KH11, IG132. They must have been isolated at different places. That is why the strain number is given. But they are similar. So I can mention this as clade. I am writing it as clade 5 because above Brassicola and Solani is also there. So
Ma'am,
I'm
you right,
writing it as
ma'am, you right clicked on this 99 part.
red.
Yes, yes.
Yes, not 99. Herein you need to select this branch.
Okay,
See,
okay.
herein you can see the green square. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, you need to click here. The green will appear. Then you need to click right. Then you need to right click, selected subtree. Then you need to enter plate 5. If you want to select the phone, you can select it where 18, 14
Okay,
custom. I'm writing it as color. And if you want branch line color, you can change also. These are the colors. If you want to change width, you can change. If you want to change the style, you want the dotted line, you can change. These are all the corrections to basically to represent your tree, nothing else. Okay, I am writing it as
okay,
okay
ma'am.
herein because I have changed the width of this branch also. So this clade 5 is here, and this is the width is increased. Similarly, you can delete all these things. If you want to flip the tree, as you can see, you need to select this internal node. You can see this red color. You need to select it, right click, flip. Now see this clade is flipped, right? Similarly, you can perform this thing here also. You need to select the internal node. You need to click flip. See, flipped. It is flipped now. I
Okay, ma'am.
need back. So again, this is the previous thing again. So this is a complete, basically, for the presentation of the tree, that how you can present it. You can directly copy it. As I told you, I have opened this file. As you can see, I have directly copied it. From there, you can select copy to clipboard and you can paste it. See, I have pasted this thing in the Word file, right? Next is you can save this as image file also. You can save as TIFF file. You can save as PDF file also. Then is subtree. This is again the same options. Root, flip, swap, compress, draw options. You can, as you can see, because I have marked it, so these grades are being shown. If you want to, clear all these options, I am clicking on clear. See, all the things are cleared now. Next is divergence time if you want to give. Then how you want to view it. Topology you want to see, whether you want to arrange the taxa, whether you want to see this thing in a circle form. As you can see, this is a circle form. Whether you want to see this thing in radiation form, this is the radiation form. If you want to view this in the traditional form, whether rectangular, straight, this is the straight one, curved one, or if you want in the traditional way, you can directly click on that. This is again the same tree. You can do this thing by clicking on here also, tree branch style. From here, these options are also given here. Then is compute, whether you want to have condensed tree. In that case, cutoff value for consensus tree, that means 50% consensus shall be there. In that case, this tree, all the branch lengths would be optimized. If I don't want that, you can click back again that and you will be having your tree again. Then is caption. This is important actually. See, herein what I have used, that means what parameters I have used, that is mentioned. As you can see, the evolutionary history was inferred using neighbor joining method. Bootstrap consensus tree was inferred from 1,000 replicates. It is taken to represent the evolutionary history of the taxa. Branches corresponding to the partition reduced to 50% bootstrap. The percentage of replicate trees are shown next to the branches. Kimura 2 parameter was used. Number of base substitution per site was this used. Gamma distribution was used. Total 31 nucleotide sequences were there. All positions containing gaps and missing data were eliminated. And there were a total of 431 positions in the final data set. Evolutionary analysis were conducted in Megafile. That means what method have you used, how you can write it, you can directly take this thing from here. It is automatically generated. Okay, and these are the references for all the methods. As you can see, neighbor joining method, who proposed it in the year of 1987, Setu and me. So you can save this session like this. I'm closing it. Next is by UPGMA. UPGMA, again, you can select bootstrap method, 1,000, Kimura T parameter, gamma distributed, 5 complete deletion. You have to click on compute. These are all the parameters that I have selected. This is the tree. You can see it appeared in fraction of seconds. This is the original tree, as you can see. Here in the distance complete is shown. That is why 0.15, 0.10, 0.050 is shown. Similarly, all the options will remain same. You can select on caption. This is the complete caption. Herein, as you can see, the advantage of UPGMA was it can infer the, you can say, your complete single value can be ascertained. I told you this thing. You can see the optimal tree with sum of branch length is this. So you can get all these things from here. All the parameters are again shown. So this was all about UPGMA, because the file would remain same. This is the maximum parsimony. Now I am gaps missing complete. I am selecting this thing as and search level 3. So it will take some time. It won't refresh so early because it is maximum parsimony. It will take a longer time as compared to your distance based method, that is neighbor joining and UPGMA. However, it also depends upon the number of sequences that you have entered. I have entered 31 sequences, so it is taking such time. Till now it is 0%. It has not started. It is just preparing it. But if suppose you have taken less number of sequences, it must have been reached to 20% or 25%. If you will be using more sequences, it will be taking larger computational time. So herein, after taking all these things, because it is basically analyzing each column of the alignment, that is why it will take much longer time as compared to the distance based method. I think you people can perform it. The tree would be appearing in a similar fashion that in the case of neighbor joining and UPGMA it was appeared, but you need to select it from here. So I am stopping it, and you can similarly go for maximum likelihood also. Again, all the parameters are mentioned. I am clicking on compute. Herein, first of all, optimization would be happening, and it would be taking a much time because right now only optimization is running and this is bootstrapping. Again, it is taking much time. So because here you can see log likelihood, these are the probability values that it is calculating. So again, it will take time, so you people can perform it and you can have the tree. I am aborting it. Next is I want to show you some distances because the file is already open. As I told you, a matrix is formed. You can ascertain the pairwise distance between each species. So what I am doing, I am clicking on this distance tab. I'm clicking on compute pairwise distance. Here you can see estimation method, bootstrap. Again, I am using same parameters. I am using compute. You will be getting a matrix that we have seen in PPT. This is the matrix. See, here in ATMSTYL first, and here in only numbers are shown. If you want, you can change here also. These are the distances actually. See, ATMSTYL, one distance from first one, it is blank. Then it is distance from this one. That means it is closely related to all these species. All these species. And these species are distant because this was an outgroup. This is an Aspergillus species. From there, you can basically infer that which species is distantly related and which one is not. So this is a pairwise distance matrix that is constructed. I'm moving this complete matrix. This is the caption. Similarly, how it was done. You can directly take the complete written portion from here. Closing it. Overall mean distance. So this is the overall mean distance. Overall mean distance, this is the standard error. That means all of these species if you want to show. That depends upon you. If you want to analyze some user tree, you already have a user tree, you want to analyze it, you can select these tabs. Analyze user tree by maximum likelihood, by least square, by parsimony. If you want to edit or draw tree manually, you can select it from here also. So these are the models that it is given here, but that is not of so relevance if you are talking about phylogeny. Main thing is here. So this was all about phylogenetic analysis, that you can do this thing from Mega Software. This is the most easy software that you can use. And next important thing is if you want to infer some sequence polymorphism, in that case you can use another software, that is this one. DNA sequence polymorphism, that is DNASP, in which if suppose you want to have some haplotypes, if you want to see that which species is more closely related, this thing is mostly used if you want to report some new species. In that case, first of all, you need to click the open data file. Herein the file is created. 1 cc haplo. This is a Nexus format, that is POP format. As you can see, number of nucleotide sites 150, total number of sequences I have taken 10. File format is Nexus, that you can prepare it in the mega software, that is POP format. Nucleotide sequence DNA, variation type I want to ascertain haplotype, genome is deployed. All of these things are normally made close. So this is the file. I'll be going on analysis. I want to see polymorphic sites. So I would be clicking on polymorphic sites. All included sequences I want to include from site 1 to 150, clicking on OK. So here you can see this is the result that you need to analyze. Number of sequences 10, selected region 1 to 150, total number of sites 150, sites with alignment gaps or missing data. Is there were any gaps or missing data? No. Herein you can see site position wherein a bit of variations were observed. These are the parsimony informative sites, protein coding region. All of these things are shown here. Then after that, you can go for DNA polymorphism. All nucleotide sequence, then from site 1 to 150, compute. I'm clicking on OK. From here, you can see number of haplotypes 10, haplotype diversity 1, variation 0.02, standard deviation this much, nucleotide diversity is this one, theta is this one. This thing is mostly reported in case you are working in case of some microorganism, or you are working in case of some genes which are not reported earlier. In that case, you need to ascertain that this is a type species or this is a altogether new haplotype. For this thing, you can directly add the numbers, the file that you have prepared. You need to upload that file in the Nexus format and you can go for the selection. This is the insertion and deletion testing, that what model I want to use. So depending upon that, you can see there are no insertion or deletions that have been analyzed. Closing it. Similarly, if you want to see conserved regions, so you can ascertain that thing also. So this was all about your DNA analysis that you can perform. I hope these all concepts are clear to you. However, there are one more software that I want to show. Just a moment. Yes. Here it is. So this software name is Mescake, in which there are many options. We can use this software in a many ways, but this software, it is quite heavy, and however you will be getting the same result, but it is quite complicated. So I'm just showing you that you can go for the common ancestor analysis, you can go for the model analysis of models of character evolution, you can construct the phylogeny tree also. So all of these things can be done. So it is loading. Just a moment. You can similarly open the file, but the format would be different, that in which format you need to open the file. Just a moment. So here it is open. You can select the file, open other file if you want to open file. You can click here. From here, I can select the file. I need to select Nexus file. So just a moment. File, open file. open. So this file is getting opened, as you can see. Project of that name of that file, list and manage texa, chart texa, show matrix. So this is a complete alignment. HAP 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. This is a complete, you read, this is a complete alignment that you can analyze from here. If you want to go for text and trees, you can basically analyze this thing from here. If you want to analyze for characters, if you want to construct some matrix, if you want to go for analysis, you can do. So there are multiple options depending upon your requirement. You can directly go for it. This is the complete texa list, that how is the texa happening. Suppose you want to link the file, then in that case, suppose you want two different files to be analyzed simultaneously, in that case also you can go for it. This is the complete probability model that is used at different position for the alignment. Tree search, I am clicking on tree search. What kind of tree I want to use? I am clicking on parsimony character steps. Okay. What kind of characters I want to see? Okay. Neighbor joining, rearranger, nearest neighbor. Maximum number of searches. I am clicking on bootstrap. It is actually separate. So this tree search is in progress. Choose the character. Need to write 21. So this is the tree that I have got, my selections. But this is quite a difficult software actually, but you can do multiple things in it. Similarly, you can select the tab, you can compress it, you can rename these things as you have done in the Mega. But the Mega software, it is quite easy, so that is why it is most commonly used. So this is the complete Mesquite software. I hope the concept is clear to you. You have to perform the complete phylogenetic analysis by using Mega software only. I'll be giving you the assignment. From there, you can perform it. Right?
Yes, ma'am.